welcome back, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get this right off and going into fancy quarterback tier list. Well, tier list for all the positions. All right, so let's see who we have down here. Okay.
We have every starter.
Andy Dalton there, man. Just gets me going. Lamar Jackson at 1. Let's see. Outside of Lamar, who do we want for fantasy? Probably Kyler, right? Mobility, and then probably Jalen Hurts, if not above him.
Not Joshua.
Oh, yeah. I'd put Josh and realistically Jalen Hurts ahead of Kyler. I always forget about that. I remember all their names first. Yeah, put him in 4, and then Jalen Hurts. Yeah, I'd put him up there. All right, let's see. After them, who do we want to go with here? Let's pull up all the matchups.
I feel like the Cardinals have a pretty favorable matchup. I like Kyler at 4.
Yeah.
Bills, Jaguars. Jaguars defenses look fine.
Let's go with Joe Burrow against the Commanders. That's not a bad one to throw up there for right now. Stroud against Minnesota's good.
AR versus the Bears. I don't know if that's great.
That's not really good for him. I'm a little bit lower on him this week because of that. I like Derek Carr a lot more than consensus this week. Gino's got a fine spot against Miami, but it's not really great. I love Brock Purdy against the Rams, personally. Really, really big fan of Brock Purdy there. So let's see here. All right, let's throw after Kyler. Let's go ahead and throw Anthony Richardson just because he is mobile. Let's see here. Then let's go ahead and put up Brock Purdy after that. Really like him a lot this week. I think that you need to put after him probably Derek Carr, honestly, at this point. He's just been kind of balling.
Same Baker?
Yeah, Baker goes up there. Just because of the points as well. Realistically, Jared Goff has to consistently go up there because of the amount of points they're always expected to put up there. Same thing with Dak with the connection to CeeDee Lamb. He projects well this week. And outside of him, I like Caleb personally a lot this week.
Who?
Caleb Williams.
Oh, wait, we forgot Patrick Mahomes existed, by the way.
God, that's a mistake. Yeah, he needs to go up there in that tier easily. And we can drop down. Let's see.
Burrow.
Here. Yeah, let's put Burrow down just because that game's not going to be super competitive. Let's see here. And I'd put Derek Carr ahead of Baker. I think he goes at the top of that tier just because it's like that offense just looked absolutely insane. And I put Dak right behind
Baker
him.
is QB1.
Yeah, that is true. But I want to say the offensive line had injuries, but I could be wrong. I like Caleb a lot this week. Big fan of Caleb's spot this week, personally.
Is he the best guy left on the board, you think? Gino?
Oh, so you can technically make an argument for Gino. You can make an argument for Deshaun Watson, too. I think they're all in like a similar kind of tier.
Skyler against the Seahawks.
Yeah. I can't give faith to Skyler there. I'll put Gino up there. I'm fine putting him in the 9 through 15 spot. I really don't.
I have Gino. I mean, I have Skyler and Tyler Huntley on here. I assume it'll be Skyler this week.
It's going to be Skyler.
Yeah, it's best ball guys. Stafford, I'm fine putting him in like a super flex spot. Same with Rodgers if needed. Daniel Jones, I will not be starting this week.
Darnold in super flex, Bry.
Yeah. He's honestly like a guy that could go in that 9 through 15 spot if you really wanted. It's all about Justin Jefferson. Will F at the best ball. Kirk Cousins, yeah. Justin Fields, yep. Deshaun Watson, yep. Let's see here.
Caleb here or here?
Yeah, Caleb's really up there. And the thing is, you could make an argument for like Deshaun Watson as well. It's just what if the game ends up being a blowout because Daniel Jones is just that terrible? You know what I mean? Like, I just expect the defense to be suffocating. And then, the quarterback goes down there. And then BTJ, I'd put these guys in super flex. Honestly, I think Dalton's super flex is kind of interesting just because, like, what if he's actually, like, the system is decent? I'm willing to at least hear it out for a week and see it there. But for the most part, I like
look at this.
Yeah, that feels about right to me. Like, you can make an argument for realistically Sam Darnold to be, like, a lot higher. Like you can technically make a whole entire argument for any of those guys in the Superflex tier, but it's at the same time, it's like I don't want to be counting on those guys more often than not. You can technically make an argument for Justin Fields, but like
I mean, I'd be starting these guys over them for now.
Yeah, 100%. I feel confident with this. We can move to the next. Perfecto.
All right.
We should probably create a sit tier as well, honestly.
Okay. I mean, I can add that in the next one.
But
and here we go. A lot of names here.
Oh, we're going to be cooking for a minute. All right. Okay.
I mean, we can cut them into 2 separate videos if you want to. We can do the other positions as part of a stream tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how kind of long this takes and kind of go from there. We're still, to a degree, figuring out our schedule and how we want to properly do these. Something I do. Part of why I'm asking about like the injury stuff is like I would like to do a game-by-game thing where we go through like the injuries were here. This is where we want to address it.
I can prep that tomorrow if you want.
Perfect. I'd love to do that because I think that would also be a good lead-in to the show that Jackson kind of created the templates for.
Yeah.
And to kind of have those going because I really want to have like a longer form video for the people each day. But this week, the wide receiver one is going to be CeeDee Lamb. Let's see here. Pookie Bear always goes up to number 1, Sedarian.
I like Jamar a lot this week.
Yeah, Jamar is in just such a good spot. It's all about like, yeah, that secondary is going to let up a lot. Outside of him, though, who do we want to put? I'd put Justin Jefferson up there. It's just like if he's healthy or not is the big question. I think he deserves to be up there, though. Let's see.
And then I'm a little more worried about Amon-Ra's injury than Jefferson's. I'm not going to put him all the way up.
Yeah, I can't put him on or up there. I'm trying to see like who's realistically going to go after.
We got Rasheed. We got.
Does Rasheed get the butt? Does Rasheed get the bump this week? Because I don't have a lot of confidence in Tyreek as much. I love Tyreek, but like
I would probably like Rasheed over Amon-Ra this week.
Yeah, I feel like Rasheed might have stepped into that conversation after last week.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, like, I don't know, how do we feel about like Marvin or Malik Neighbors or those guys as well?
I was thinking Brandon Ayuk, honestly, could potentially be there.
He's in a great spot for sure.
Like, he's in like
looked kind of slow so far. It's hard to get a read on it.
I'd rather go with Rashee Rice. I'd rather take a stand there just because it's like we know he's basically Amon-Ra St. Brown attached to Mahomes anyway. So it's like,
I'm good with Ayuk in that next tier.
That next tier, yeah. And I think that's where we put Tyreek as well.
And Amon-Ra probably.
Yeah, because it's like we love these guys. They project well.
There's just a little something going on.
Yeah, just a little something freaking us out there.
What do you think about Malik and Marv?
I like Godwin and Mike Evans next.
Yeah, I was about to say
both in this 5 to 10.
Yeah, because like the thing is, we're all expecting them to be having PS2 shadow Mike Evans, and that seems the most logical. But what if they, for whatever reason, change it to like Godwin for some reason? Like I doubt it, but like you never know.
So one of them is going to have a bad game.
One of them is going to have a bad game.
So do we try to take a stand and predict which one, or do we just put them both up there?
I think we can leave Godwin up there and then like move Mike Evans down to the following tier because like I'm obsessed with Chris Olave and DJ Moore this week. I really like both of those guys a lot.
Nico's got to go up wherever his.
Oh, Nico's I
believe that's Nico.
Nico, you can honestly put above Brandon Ayuk with how he's been playing, man. He's been consistent. Like realistically, you can honestly continue. Nah, I'm not going to put him over Bryce.
That is Nico, right?
Yeah. I like that a lot. Outside of him, though, I'm more interested for what it's worth in Chris Olave and DJ Moore over Chris Godwin, though. Like, I just don't see Chris Godwin's game being competitive enough. I think, honestly, we should probably put both of those guys in the following tier. I think that makes more sense.
Who? Godwin?
Godwin as well, yeah. Because it's like, the matchup, one of them will pop, and we're going to be wrong, but it's like we're probably going to want to be more below market.
You said Olave and DJ Moore over Marvin Neighbors and Garrett
I'm cool putting Garrett in the same tier with Olave and DJ Moore.
I think know, that Christian Gonzalez factor.
I think Marv goes right after that. I think everybody's expecting Garrett Wilson to like not have a good game, whereas like I want to see like This is the thing about Marv that no one wants.
Here.
He goes right at the front of 11. He goes right behind Godwin and between him and Mike Evans right there. Yeah, that's fine. And then you can put Devonta like right next to him as well, realistically. But yeah, I think DJ Moore and Olave go into the next tier for this week. Those are the guys I'm super, super confident in. Let's see here. And then Olave's top right.
Oh, yeah.
And then I want to put Zay Flowers in front of Marv as well. I think he's in a similar usage spot there. And then Garrett
what do you
Wilson,
think about Drake and Neighbors?
Drake, Neighbors, and Garrett Wilson, I think all are in that same spot next to Mike Evans. Very talented. You have questions about kind of that spot more than anything, but they should have good usage.
And who's
what about Debo?
Debo's not going to be playing. I think Diggs needs to go in this tier as well. First game back in Minnesota since the trade.
Who's Devontae?
Yeah, Devonta, Diggs. Let's see here. And then Drake was the other one.
One more in this tier. Drake looks right. I think that's pretty good because that takes away all of the like alphas, and then the rest of these guys kind of feel like more flex plays. Currently,
you can make an argument for DK technically this week, but like I'd rather have him in the flex. He's not somebody I'm really confident in. Like whenever you have like these guys who technically have good projections in a spot where it's like it could be a blowout, I just have a lot more questions. And realistically, we can make it. Let's make it 11 through 24. Let's make it top 24 receivers. Because I'd like to throw JSN and DK in there because the talent is clearly there.
But like having them on the same tier as Marv and Godwin and Devontae just feels disrespectful.
That's fair.
Like there's a clear draw. I mean, we can make another tier between these, but those guys aren't on the same level.
That's fair. I think that's a fair argument. All right, we'll leave DK and JSN there. Let's throw. I'm willing to put Deontay in this tier. Same with Michael Pittman. Let's see here. Who else is interesting? Tank Dell needs to be in this tier.
I'm really scared of that Tank.
What about like Pickens and Worthy?
Pickens definitely needs to be at the top of this tier.
I don't love
Worthy is fine for flex. He's fine just because it's like he has boom bust weeks. JMO is 100% there. I didn't even realize that was him. I'm not gonna lie. Shakir, I would.
What about Rashid?
Yeah, Rashid is definitely in the flex. Same with Jalen Waddle this week. Let's see here. BTJ I'd throw in there.
Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper is a flex. Yeah.
Where is that, brother?
At the very end there. Britton Covey's hilarious in this list. Let's see here.
Andre Yoshivas?
Yeah, he's like a best ball, like value play at best.
Brandon Cooks?
Brandon Cooks, same deal there.
Christian Kirk, best
yeah, sit Debo because injured.
Darnell Mooney?
I'd sit his ass. I'm not playing Darnell Mooney ever.
I would probably also
Xavier Legette, same deal there. Like you really got to prove it to me. Like I'm willing to take swings on Deontay Johnson because I have the coach screaming that's the guy he wants to make a focal point.
Jordan Whittington.
Whittington's realistically a sit this week. Like I like him. Honestly, he's like a best ball play realistically because it's like if you're trying to like get value to build stuff with, I like him a lot in that sense.
I believe this is Jalen Naylor.
Same deal with Jalen Naylor. He's apparently been impressing, so we can throw him in that same spot. And it's like, yeah, we're curious about what you can do. Terry goes in that flex area. Same thing with Keenan Odunze. I don't think Keenan plays this week for what it's worth.
Odunze is best ball for now.
Yeah.
He had no Keenan.
He had no Keenan. He dropped his red zone target, man. That was
Calvin Ridley.
I want to put him in flex for now just because we need to see how DeAndre Hopkins kind of comes into usage. I'd put him in the lower tier of flex. I have concerns with D-Hop coming in and messing with this usage.
Shakir versus the Jags.
Flex.
Yeah.
Flex. I like him.
Keon,
you can make the same argument for Keon in flex. I think you can make an argument for Keon flex, but realistically, he's a best ball guy to me. I think the weird one that's actually going to make the flex radar is Alec Pierce. He's somebody that's just kind of been impressing.
What about
Greg Dortch?
Yeah, we'll put Short King Summer in there.
What about Jaden Reed?
Jaden Reed, I can't do it unless if Jordan loves that QB, and I can't do it then.
Wait, is this Reed or is that Reed?
That's Reed. Yeah. What's the deal with Ladd McConkey? I really can't get the read on him. Like
He got targets week 1. Last week they just ran the ball on like every play basically.
That's
and now
what I thought
Herbert missed practice today, so I think he's a best ball. Kind of see what
Okay.
happens for a week, and then I'm still confident in him long term this season. But for now, I'm not comfortable starting him probably ahead
Makes
of any of these guys.
I'd put Wandale on the flex just because he does get decent usage. Got a tutty last weekend. I want to see another week of DeAndre Hopkins before. Like the timeline sounds like he's going to be getting more snaps this week. I'd expect about 70% snap share, but we will ultimately.
What about Juwan?
I just think he's a best ball guy. Like I think everybody wants him to be good, but it's just going to be a George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk show. Like I don't think Juwan's going to be the dude.
Quinn Johnston.
Man's putting up numbers. Should we throw him up the flex radar since he's apparently the alpha in that offense?
Too early.
I mean, we could.
I guess.
It's just I don't know.
Well,
I'm taking a stand.
Let's take the stand. Take the stand because after all, what's his name was missing practice, right?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Outside of that, who else do we have? We got Dontavian Wicks. I think you can sit him realistically. Like I just don't have any faith in Malik Willis. Let's see here. Christian Kirk, Gabe Davis are both. I put Xavier Worthy in the flex. You can always flex him because he has crazy upside.
Demarcus Robinson.
You can throw him in the flex. People like playing him. Let's see here.
Josh Reynolds.
Yeah, best ball. Same thing with Cortland Sutton and the rest of these guys. They're all just best ball guys. I can see the argument for each week, but they're not somebody that I'm like, I'm going to go out on a limb and make an argument for.
Davis.
Yeah, pretty much. Had a lot of targets last week too, and just didn't do anything with it. But yeah, I like this. Feels
I like it a lot.
Obviously, order's not perfect, but so be it.
No, I like the tiers though.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get that downloaded.
Perfect.
And you want to do running backs or tight ends?
Let's do running backs.
All right.
It's always interesting to see what one of these actually like take off. I love on the Zamir White post that's doing decent now. The number one comment with 104 likes. Zamir White, welcome to my week 3 parlay.
All right. You guys see this?
Mm-hmm. All right. I think Saquon and Kamara get the 1 and 2 spot. Let's see here.
Against each other.
Yeah, it's just such a high scoring game, and their usage is ridiculous. It's hard not to be like Kamara faders like myself are in shambles right now. Same thing with Saquon. Let's see here.
Just looking at some matchups right now.
Got to be Breece, right?
Yeah, Breece has got to be up
there.
And then I'd probably go Gibbs after him.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I like the Lions matchup a lot.
A-Chain is probably going to be pushing hard this week.
I'd do literally that order. I'd put Gibbs there. I'd put H-on there. And then who's third?
Who's the other one in the top, you said?
Breece.
Yeah.
That H-on picture trips me out.
Yeah.
That's him at A&M, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. And then 6, I think we can go with Bijan because of the usage. Let's see here.
He's got to score at some point, surely.
Pretty much. JT, I would go after him just because it's who knows, maybe they'll be able to figure something out. I think Kyron, similar range with him. Like the matchup sucks, but the usage is great. I'd put Jordan Mason probably ahead of Kyron, honestly.
What about James Cook?
Oh, Jordan Mason's 4, probably.
Yeah, he's got ridiculous usage, and it's just kind of hard to fade the kid.
Which one is he? This
bottom left, yeah. Peaked my eye. Yeah, he's really good for this week. It's hard not to be in on him. Let's see here. I'd probably throw Josh Jacobs off of just pure usage after Kyron. In technicality, we got Bijan. Oh, we got Bijan twice. Okay, that's why. Let's see.
Is there double Bijans? Oh, there is double Bijans.
I feel like Jerome Ford belongs in that 10 to 20 this week.
It's just the Deonta Foreman stuff concerns me.
Oh yeah.
Let's see here. Let's go with ETN just because no Bigsby. I'm fine with the usage there.
Where did he go?
To the left.
Yeah.
After him, Zach Charbonnet because of the matchup.
Yeah.
I don't think Kenneth Walker plays. I'd love Joe Mixon if he played, but like, I don't think he is.
I threw Cam Akers on here somewhere so we can here.
Sounds good. Let's go with David Montgomery just because of how many points that team is projected to score. You can probably let's put James Conner ahead of David Montgomery first. That's probably wiser to do. Same thing with James Cook and Ramondre. Yeah, Ramondre needs to go right in front of Josh Jacobs realistically. Number one in usage right now.
And then who's the other one you said?
James Cook. He can go behind Ramondre. That's fine. After that, though, I think Zamir White enters this conversation along with Zach Moss, but Zach Moss ahead of Zamir White.
Yeah.
Who are you saying? Zamir White?
So, yeah, I would go with Zach Moss, and then I'd go Zamir White.
Zach Moss. Where are you? Here?
Yeah, there he is.
I feel like Derrick Henry's got to get squeezed in somewhere around here, even though it's the Cowboys.
Derrick Henry technically should be going so much higher, but I just have no faith in that man. Technically you can put him like right next to like he's just like the RB20 in reality right now. It's just that's fine. Let's see here. Tony Pollard I like a lot this week relative to consensus. I think
here somewhere.
Do we think Joe Mixon's playing this week?
I would lean no.
Okay, then let's throw Cam Akers in front of... Yeah, that's a fine tier for him. Just because it's like, I like the kid, but I really have no idea how we're going to play out the backfield, truthfully. Like, there could be more Dameon Pierce. There could be more Cam Akers, more Dare. I really don't know.
What do we think about Brian Robinson?
I think he's fine going next year. Realistically, we should probably throw Rico Dowdle over him. I would probably do that. And then I'd do Brian.
I mean, we still have Aaron Jones here. We still have. I think Chuba could have a good week.
Yeah, but I think that Houston's got a good rush deep.
We have.
Houston does have a good rush deep.
Let's go with Carson. He needs to be higher on this list technically. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. I'd start him over.
Singletary.
Singletary can go in this kind of blessed tier. Like, I think we can start just putting a lot of these guys in flex. Like, I wouldn't be starting Rico Dowdle in the 1925 range. Like, I would be doing, like, I'd be putting some of these guys in flex. Yeah.
Is there anyone else we think should be in this tier? Because I feel like there's a tier above some of these guys and, like, Dowdle.
Yeah, like, these guys, like, I think there's one more tier below, so to speak. Like, a lot of these guys, you're just kind of throwing in the flex at best case in scenario.
Yeah.
So it's like,
who is this? Rashad or Bucky?
That's Bucky.
We have two of this guy.
That's Bucky.
And Rashad is.
Let's see here. I'm not sure.
Wait, I thought that was Rashad.
This?
No, the other one.
No, that one's Bucky.
Oh.
Don't know.
They both got.
It's got to be. It's one of these two guys because that's Trey Benson.
That's Trey Benson. I think it's the. I was gonna tell you.
That's Bucky Irving.
Yeah. But overall,
this is Rashad.
Okay. So Rashad goes in that 19 through 25 range, technically. Then, Bucky can go down there. Let's see here.
Deontay Foreman.
Flex, technically, just because we really don't know. Same thing with J.K. Dobbins and Najee. J.K.'s just hyper, like, gotten two really good matchups, and he's just, not even two really good matchups. It was just
I'm
like
chucking him here for now. I think he's a little better than these dudes.
That's fine. Let's see here. Trey Benson, best ball. Jerome Ford, best ball. I just need to see how his and Deontay Foreman skills working out. Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of throw a bunch of these guys in here at this point.
Is this Swift? Yeah.
Yeah. Swift is a flex at best. Same with Najee. Let's see here. Same with Aaron
Jones. Chandler and Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones.
He gets more of the role, but like they're kind of splitting it more and more, I want to say. No, I just put him down there. Yeah. I'm not confident in Aaron Jones personally. And maybe that's a poor take, but we'll see.
Who is this?
I think that's Khalil Herbert.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Raheem.
Raheem goes in best ball. I don't think he plays.
Blake
Blake
Chuba flex probably. I think he could have a good week.
Best. He could have a good spot. It all depends like how that game goes. Let's see here. Yeah, Bucky's. We already answered him. Zeke's more of a best ball guy to me. I just don't see how he really.
You like Dowdle more?
I think Dowdle's going to get more and more usage.
Braylon Allen.
Best ball. Like that literally was the embodiment of best ball. Just spiked randomly. Yeah, Eckler's best ball. Yeah, and then the rest aren't even playing or sitting. Yeah, I think that's more than fine though. I like this for the most part. A little bit harder to grade running backs this week. Not as many like super awesome matchups. Just more kind of usage based. Yeah. A lot of checkdowns coming for Devon Achane though. A lot of checkdowns.
Facts.
I agree. Sweet print.
Hopefully he keeps it up. Skylar Tubbs.
Right. And then we got one more. You guys can see.
Yes, sir. All right. Let's see. What should we do here? So McBride's tight end 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
chucking Kittle in here.
Yeah, Kittle honestly actually could be tight end 1. I think, but let's put him 2 for now. Outside of him, I would probably put Brock Bowers up there. Honestly, I just think the usage is gonna stick. I
over Laporta and.
Yeah, I love Laporta. I think he's great. I'd put him next just because it's like we haven't gotten the usage at all recently, and it all depends if realistically Almana is injured. Yeah, I would do the same thing here. Kincaid after them, Henry next to them, just because the amount of usage that kid got. Let's see here. After that, though, this is where it gets ugly.
Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely?
Kyle Pitts, Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely should all be a similar tier. So I'd probably start with Likely, and then I'd go Mark Andrews.
Do we think Ingram plays?
If he does, it's going to be more limited. I'm still not super interested in him, to be honest. I'd put him down in that lower tier. Kyle Pitts, I'd put ahead of them. Same with I don't know if Jake Ferguson plays. David Njoku won't be playing. Let's see here. So let's see.
Hayden Hurst.
Best ball. Let's see here. Yeah, Theo Johnson, best ball. Kylan Granson, Cian Hoovers.
Tommy Tremble.
K-Dot Smash Spot.
K-Dot Smash Spot.
This is Ferguson, that's Schultz, correct?
Yeah, so I'd put Ferguson up there. Schultz is more of a best ball play. Johnny's a best ball play. Fant's a best ball play. Cole Kmet's a no for me. But let's see here. We need a sit category. Yeah. Cool. Let you cook that real quick. Let's see here. Or just change who to sit. Let's see here. All right, perfect. Let's move Cole Kmet down there because I don't see him being of use to anyone. Let's see here. Yeah, Colby's fine there. I'd sit Taysom Hill. Conklin's sit and best ball realistically because he could have a big game, but that's fine. I'd move Kate Otten up to best ball at least. Actually, I'd consider moving Kate up to 9 to 15 potentially this week.
I'm down.
I thought it was a very weird that I posted the clip. The coach was like, his time is coming. I was like, what do you mean by that? Jordan Akins, best ball at best. Yeah. Gesicki, I think we got to put him best ball at least based off the amount of targets he had last week. Greg Dulcich, I'm going to put in the 9 to 15 range off of the ugly usage he had. Let's see here. And then I'd put Dallas Goedert right behind Mark Andrews realistically.
Really?
Yeah. Just because it's like, no, Devonta Smith, he should be seeing more targets realistically.
Wait, this is Kylan Granson. That's
Kylan Granson. That's
Theo Johnson.
Yeah.
Is that his name? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see your best ball. And then
I think this is Chig.
I'm assuming that's who it is. Because Darnell Washington is a little bit bigger than that.
Yeah, it's a big dog. And then we have Ertz and Sinnott.
Yeah, I just don't. I see why people like them, but that's more just best ball plays to me at best for those guys. Like, they're not really of big interest to me.
Yeah.
Right. Perfect.